Close to home, Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The best award focuses on the important
Livingston Academy homecoming festivities. I am your senior class president, Darren Canancer, and here are your 2022 football attendants. Your freshman attendant is Cora Copeland. Cora is the daughter of Jason and Tamara Copeland of Rickman. Cora is being escorted by freshman football player Jude Poston. Jude is the son of Scott and Jennifer Poston of Rickman. Your sophomore attendant is Mally Carwile. Mally is the daughter of Lyndon and Bridget Carwile of Livingston. Mally is escorted by sophomore football player Jake Hughes. Jake is the son of Patrick Hughes and Nicole Thomas of Livingston. Your junior attendant is Clark Officer. Clark is the daughter of Julie Officer of Rickman. Clark is being escorted by senior football player Nathan Coble. Nathan is the son of Aaron Coble of Cookville and Brianna Camp of Cookville. Your senior attendant is Leah Drake. Leah is the daughter of Brad Drake and Megan Sieber of Rickman. Leah is escorted by senior football player Kyle Blodgett. Kyle is the son of Clyde Blodgett of Hillham and April Henley of Livingston. Your 2022 football queen is Miss Alyssa Gentry. Alyssa is the daughter of Zach and Amber Gentry of Hillham. Alyssa is being escorted by senior football player Cameron Jackson and Lachlan Hammock. Cameron is the son of Jody Jackson of Livingston and of Melissa Gilliton of Livingston. Lachlan is the son of Chris and Emily Hammock of Hillham. Presenting your 2022 football queen, here crowned a flowers, are your 2022 Tiny Tot King and Queen. Tiny Tot Queen is Miss Rowan Crowder. Rowan is the daughter of Lauren and Caitlin Crowder of Livingston. Tiny Tot King is Mr. Gabriel Salazar. Gabriel is the son of Alfredo and Bridget Salazar of Monroe. Ladies and gentlemen, we present you 2022 football queen and her escort. Your 2022 homecoming attendants are, your freshman homecoming attendant is Addison Martin. Addison is the daughter of Amy Reagan and stepdaughter of Nathan Reagan of Livingston. Addison is being escorted by freshman football player Drew Goldsby. Drew is the son of Andrew and Allison Goldsby of Livingston. Your sophomore homecoming attendant is Haven Masters. Haven is the daughter of Brandon and Natal Masters of Rickman. Haven is being escorted by freshman football player Jess Gentry. Jess is the son of Thomas and Jackie Gentry of Rickman. Your junior homecoming attendant is Ella Tripp. Ella is the daughter of Tony and Melissa Tripp of Hillham. Ella is being escorted by junior football player Dylan Watson. Dylan is the son of Scott and Reen Watson of Cookville.
Go Dylan! Go Dylan!
Your senior homecoming attendant is Taylor Hall. Taylor is the daughter of Brandon Morgan of Livingston and Marvin Hall of Allens. Taylor is being escorted by freshman football player Brody Walker. Brody is the son of Scotty and Tara Walker of Allens. Now presenting your 2022 Homecoming Queen and nominees. Representing band is Lily Beeson. Lily is the daughter of Tony and Tammy Beeson of Monroe. Lily is being escorted by sophomore football player Brody Coleman. Brody is the son of Robert Coleman of Hillham and Tiffany Coleman of Hillham. Representing baseball is Ashton Jenkins. Ashton is the daughter of Albert and Rebecca Jenkins of Livingston. Ashton is being escorted by senior football player Colton Walker. Colton is the son of Jeremy and Debbie Riddle of Rickman. Representing basketball is Hallie Ledbetter. Hallie is the daughter of David and Lisa Ledbetter of Rickman. Hallie is being escorted by senior football player Cameron Jackson. Cameron is the son of Jody Jackson and Melissa Gentile of Livingston. Representing basketball cheerleaders is KB Schultz. KB is the daughter of Travis and Jennifer Schultz of Cookville. KB is being escorted by senior football player Joshua Ramsey. Joshua is the son of Joe and Janet Ramsey of Monroe. Representing the Beta Club is Nora Hill. Nora is the daughter of Rick and Jennifer Hill of Livingston. Nora is being escorted by freshman football player Adrian Jenkins. Adrian is the son of Albert and Rebecca Jenkins of Livingston. Representing cross country is Cora Connor. Cora is the daughter of Jason and Lipo Connor of Monroe. Cora is being escorted by sophomore football player Dylan Chilton. Dylan is the son of Dustin and Misty Chilton of Allens. Representing the dance team is Hallie Winningham. Haley is the daughter of Ronald and Shannon Winningham of Livingston. Haley is being escorted by junior football player Nathan Hargis. Nathan is the nephew of Tim and Deanne Coffey of Livingston. Representing FBLA is JC Auberson. JC is the daughter of Andy and Mickey Auberson of Rickman. JC is being escorted by senior football player Chase Harris. Chase is the son of Jerry and Rava Harris of Rickman. Representing FCCLA is Madison Phillips. Madison is the daughter of Jason and Amy Phillips of Rickman. Madison is being escorted by senior football player Logan Johnson. Logan is the son of Jack and Angie Johnson of Michigan. Representing FFA is Eliza Nelson. Eliza is the daughter of Scotty and Michelle Nelson of Rickman. Eliza is being escorted by junior football player Elijah Robinson. Elijah is the son of Clinton and Dennis Robinson of Livingston. Representing football cheerleaders is Jessica Daly. Jessica is the daughter of Diane Collins of Rickman. Jessica is escorted by sophomore football player Jake Hughes. Jake is the son of Patrick Hughes and Nicole Thomas of Livingston. Representing 4-H is Marissa Speck. Marissa is the daughter of Ashley Story and James Speck of Alpine. Marissa is being escorted by junior football player Seth Smith. Seth is the son of John and Wendy Smith of Livingston. Representing golf is Anna Marie Smith. Anna Marie is the daughter of Scotty and Dee Smith of Livingston. Anna Marie is being escorted by junior football player Brody Coffey. Brody is the son of Kevin and Angela Coffey of Hillman. Representing HOSA is Hannah Westmoreland. Hannah is the daughter of Adam and Carrie Westmoreland of Livingston. Hannah is being escorted by senior football player Jonathan Langley. Jonathan is the son of Amanda Green of Colorado. Representing Interact is Abby Ray. Abby is the daughter of Timmy and Julie Ray of Livingston. Abby is being escorted by sophomore football player Evan Gentry. Evan is the son of Zach and Amber Gentry of Hillham. Representing National Honor Society is Carly Johnson. Carly is the daughter of Eugene and Crystal Johnson of Livingston. Carly is being escorted by senior football player Kyle Blodgett. Kyle is the son of Bly Blodgett of Hillham and April Henley of Livingston.
Go Blodgett!
Representing the outdoor club is Abby Swallows. Abby is the daughter of Jason and Sonia Swallows of Livingston. Abby is being escorted by freshman football player Landon Shaw. Landon is the son of Zach and Jennifer Shaw of Rickman. Representing Rho Kappa is Alyssa Chapin. Alyssa is the daughter of Richie and Angela Chapin of Livingston. Alyssa is being escorted by freshman football player Cameron Bowers. Cameron is the son of Jason and Julia Bowers of Livingston. Representing soccer is Lily Copeland. Lily is the daughter of Derek and Casey Copeland of Rickman. Lily is being escorted by senior football player Nathan Kogel. Nathan is the son of Aaron Kogel and Cookville and Brianna Camp of Cookville. Representing softball is Emma Dolworth. Emma is the daughter of Paul and Holly Robbins of Hardin Chapel. Emma is being escorted by senior football player Lachlan Hammock. Lachlan is the son of Chris and Emily Hammock of Hill Hammock. Representing student government is Emma Grace Sullivan. Emma Grace is the daughter of Dell and Angela Sullivan of Livingston. Emma Grace is being escorted by junior football player Colin Witzel. Colin is the son of Kurt and Autumn Witzel of Rickman. Representing volleyball is Aaliyah Melton. Aaliyah is the daughter of Richard and Amelia Melton of Livingston. Aaliyah is being escorted by sophomore football player Deacon Allred. Deacon is the son of Marvin and Amy Allred of Hillman. Representing yearbook is Macy Arnold. Macy is the daughter of Greg and John G. Arnold of Livingston. Macy is being escorted by Sujal Patel. Sujal is the son of Usha and Suresh Patel of Livingston. Representing Young Life is Maddie Gall. Maddie Gall is the daughter of Dillian and Mandy Luper of Allen. Maddie is being escorted by junior football player Will Brown. Will is the son of Jason and Connie Brown of Livingston. Representing our youth leadership is Rachel Long. Rachel is the daughter of Russell and Robin Long of Rickman. Rachel is being escorted by senior football player Rory Pyre. Rory is the son of Rory and Sharon Pyre of Florida. And announce the winner. The 22 homecoming queen is ladies and gentlemen, we represent your 2022 homecoming and her escort, Maddie Gall, 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's video footage on the video board was brought to you by Overton Events. They're also live streaming this game. If you have family members that can't be here tonight, they can go to overtonevents.com to see this game.
the 30 down near the 27-yard line where it's going to be 2nd and 2 now for Livingston. Wildcats going to send Hughes over to the far side this time, working the short side of the field. Nothing fancy here in this opening drive, just power football by the Wildcats, and Lachlan Hammock toting the rock pretty well. Coffee wanting to throw. 3-man pressure. He goes to Hughes on the far side. It's caught for a first down, and he'll be brought down inside the 25, down at the 22, where he'll be brought down on his second catch of this first half. Hughes will pick up 5 on the play. And it will be another first down for Livingston Academy. Their 4th first down of this drive, just methodically moving the football downfield, and a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 22-yard line of Cumberland County. Coffee from the pistol for Livingston. Coffee takes the snap. He'll hand off to Hammock. Hammock jumps over a defender, then going to be wrapped up quickly by the Cumberland County defense. Short gain that time for Lachlan Hammock. Again, everything going off that right side for the Wildcats. Big number 69 in there making the stop. Clay Mullen for the Jets. A 3-yard gain for Lachlan Hammock. He's carried 7 times already for 32 yards in this first half as the Wildcats break the huddle on 2nd and 7. Hammock joined in the backfield by Deacon Allred, the fullback on the left hip of Brody Coffey. Handoff goes to Hammock with Allred leading him. Hammock will have another pretty good gain on 2nd down, so they're going to have it a 3rd and manageable as he'll take it down to the 17-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play. Call it a 2-yard gain on the play for Lachlan Hammock, and setting up a 3rd down to long 5, maybe a 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats on this play. So 3rd down and 6, probably 2-down territory here for Livingston Academy as we're halfway through the first quarter. Couple of linemen in the backfield now as Gage Hoffman and Colin Watzel join Hammock in the backfield. They'll hand off to Hammock, just power football, just trying to drive it forward, and he'll pick up half of the yardage they needed. A gain of 3 and a 4th down now for Livingston Academy. 4th down and about 3 for the Wildcats. So a possession down here for this Cumberland County defense as they have seen Livingston chew up a lot of clock here in this first quarter. Chance to make a stop, though, and get the football for their offense. 4th down, call it 2 for the Wildcats. Coffee. Power formation for Livingston Academy. Coffee will take the snap. He'll hand off to Hammock. It's going to be close as Hammock will try to wedge his way forward over on that right side. Going to be very close to the yardage needed. Maybe close enough for a measurement as we'll wait for them to spot the football. 4:45 to play in the first quarter. I think they're going to be close enough to measure here, and they will stop the clock to measure. No, it's going to be short. They say he didn't get it. So they will hold on 4th down, and the Cumberland County offense will take over after giving up 4 first downs. They get the Wildcats into a 4th down situation. They stop them a 1.5 feet short of the first down and will take over on downs as their offense will take the field for the first time. Coming out there to lead the offense, number 12, Noah Potter for Cumberland County. Freshman quarterback for Coach Noah Rapaski. Fumble on the play. Potter will pick it up, and Potter will fall on it. He will keep it, I believe. Yeah, it will be fallen on by number 1, Clay Mullen, I think was the player that recovered it for the Jets, as they're going to lose 6 on the play. Potter may have recovered, a loss of 5 to set up a 2nd and 15 now for Cumberland County. Potter wanting to throw. Potter will throw near side. Pass going to be caught. Breaks the tackle up to the 10-yard line. Still on his feet. Dragged down at the 15-yard line. Be the Cumberland County wide receivers there to make the tackle for Livingston is going to be Jake Hughes, but a good gain on the play by number 16, Marcus Petty. On the catch, he'll pick up 9 and set up a 3rd down now. 3rd down and 6 for the Jet offense as Potter directing traffic from the shotgun. Empty backfield. two tight ends. Potter now has time. He'll throw deep down the near sideline and overthrown and incomplete, trying to get the ball to Adam Packett on this near side. Packett will push off to try to get free. Couldn't shake free of Hughes on that deep fly pattern. And the Wildcats have held now 3 and out for the Cumberland County offense as Livingston forces the punt early and will get the football back and should have good field position as the Cumberland County punter coming on to kick it away will be number 14, Jamie Perez. Perez to boot it out of there. Deep receive for Livingston is going to be Parrott back to receive the punt. He'll signal for the fair catch. Will make the fair catch at the 49-yard line where Livingston Academy will have it 1st and 10. 3:20.
Close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care. Close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Take it down to the 46-yard line. Going to be a gain of about 3 on the play for Hammock as he has been a workhorse in this first quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 carries, 41 yards for Lachlan Hammock. They'll say only a 2-yard gain on that one, so 2nd and 8 for the Wildcat offense as we move under 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. Trips to the right for the Wildcat offense. Cumberland County in that Columbia blue pants, the Columbia blue numbers, the white uniforms, Columbia blue helmets, Carolina blue, whatever you want to call it. Coffee in trouble. Coffee's going to be sacked. Cumberland County got there, and the sack going to be by the Jets, Clay Mullen. Coffee will lose yardage back to the 47-yard line of Livingston. It'll be a loss of 6 on the play for Coffee as Mullen. He has made a couple of big plays for this Cumberland County defense, and he got in there to get that sack for the Jets and put Livingston behind the chains and set up a 3rd down and call it 14 for this Wildcat offense. Coffee trying to keep the drive going, but they need a big play here to get the 1st down. 3-man rush. Jets drop 8 into coverage. Coffee has time. He's going to throw on the near side. Pass going to be broken up. Tried to get to Hughes. It's knocked away on a good defensive stop by Connor Hankins. Hankins there to knock it away for the Jets, just putting the hands out to deflect it away from Jake Hughes and force a punt from Livingston Academy. And it will be Adrian Jenkins coming into punt for the Wildcats. Livingston got a punt blocked last week in the end zone for a touchdown. Jenkins wasn't the punter on that one. It was Brody Coffey that was in to punt on that play, so Jenkins back in there to punt here. He tries to pooch this one. That one went off the end of his foot. That may be a live ball. Did it hit a Cumberland County player? It may have. Let's see what the call is here. It may not even be far enough for a 1st down, though. It will be a 1st down Livingston. So that hit a Jet player on that line drive punt. It wasn't intentional, kind of like an onside kick by way of a punt, and the Wildcats will take over at the 43-yard line. I don't know if that should be a 1st down, actually. That's one of those weird plays that you never see. I don't know the ruling on that, but it's going to be a change of possession on the punt. Wildcats had it go off a Cumberland County player. Since it was a live football, Livingston can recover, and they will get the 1st down at the Jet 43-yard line. How do you score that one, Mac? 1st and 10 Livingston from the Cumberland County 43. Coffee takes, Jenkins in there at quarterback now. He'll hand off to Hammock. Hammock will take it down to the 40-yard line. He'll gain 3 on the play as Adrian Jenkins checking in at quarterback on this series for Livingston Academy. Jenkins checking in with 1:20 to play in the first quarter. Parrott goes wide to the right. Coffee is going to be a wide receiver in the slot to the left here for the Livingston Academy offense. Hammock, the running back behind Jenkins in the pistol for the Wildcats. Jenkins will hand off to Hammock. Hammock spins away from a tackler, then is hammered down on a huge hit by Cumberland County. That's number 65 there to wrap him up. That is Jordan Olson that got the hard hit on Hammock, but Laughlin's going to pick up about 5 on the play and set up a 3rd down and 3 now for Livingston. Possibly the last play of the first quarter and a pretty quick moving first quarter here on Homecoming 2022. As Parrott goes wide to the right, Hughes and Coffey come wide to the left for Jenkins. 2 downs to pick up this first down for Livingston. Jenkins will take the snap. Busted play. Jenkins now will throw it complete to Coffey, and Coffey's going to lose yardage back to the 37-yard line. Jenkins turned left. Hammock went right. It'll be a loss of a yard on the reception by Brody Coffey. And Jenkins just getting it out of there to get the football over to Coffey, but he's going to lose a yard on the play, and we're through 1. After 1 complete, it is Livingston Academy 0, Cumberland County 0. We'll be back for the second quarter right after this.
Close to home, Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care, close to home, Livingston Regional Hospital.
That will pull up the YouTube page, and it will pull up a subscribe button. It will be red. Just click that subscribe button. Won't cost you anything to subscribe. Never will cost you anything to subscribe. That's just a vote of confidence, vote of support for our page to help us continue to grow and to help us continue to be able to bring you these live streams of different events here on Overton Events. We'd appreciate it if you go subscribe. Thank you in advance for doing so. Ready to start the second quarter. Wildcats with possession here on a 4th and 3. For Livingston. Coffey back in there. Will hand off to Hammock. Hammock finds a hole, and Hammock will be close to the first down. He needed 3. I think he got 2, and I think they've stopped Livingston again on 4th down. Let's wait and see here. Will be a gain of 2 for Lachlan Hammock. He needed 3, and he's going to be short of the first down, and the Jets are going to take over again on downs, as they've stopped Livingston a couple of times now. That'll be 1st and 10 for Cumberland County, as they'll take over at their own 36-yard line. Jets with possession. Potter going to lead them out, the freshman quarterback for Cumberland County. Potter will bring a man in motion. They'll hand it off on the jet sweep. He's running to this near side, able to stiff arm to get free, stiff arm again to get free, picks up a first down. Ball knocked free as Gage Hoffman just put a helmet right in the chest of number 16 on the carry for Cumberland County, Marcus Petty. Petty a couple of stiff arms to get him free, but he's going to pick up 15 on the carry, and a first down for Cumberland County. Their first down. Good open field tackle there by Gage Hoffman to bring him down, but Petty showing his strength there as he's able to stiff arm a couple of Livingston defenders to get extra yardage, lower the shoulder, and then Kaufman able to bang him out of bounds, but not before a 15-yard gain to first down. Potter rolling to his right. Hoffman chasing him there. Potter going to throw on the far side. Pass incomplete as Kaufman with the good pressure by the Wildcats defensive lineman. Incomplete pass going to stop the clock with 11:33 to play in the first half. Right at midfield is Cumberland County. Jets going to bring a new running back out there, number 5, Keithan Patterson will check in. He's joined in the backfield by Potter and another running back as they'll hand off to Patterson. Patterson finds a hole to the 45 to the 40. Patterson lowers his shoulder, takes it inside the 30 for the Jets. Before he's going to be wrapped up by Livingston Academy, he'll take it all the way down to the 28, a 22-yard gain for Keithan Patterson, and a first down for the Jets. Back-to-back first downs on this drive by Cumberland County, and they're quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Potter hands off Patterson again. Hoffman just grabbed a hold of him with one arm and brings him down, but they're going to get him for a horse collar, I believe. We'll wait and see. No, it's going to be a hold against Cumberland County. Hold against Cumberland County. Now it's going to be a loss on the play if they take the play, or a 10-yard penalty if they accept the penalty, but the Jets will get first down again. Let's see what they do here. They're going to take the penalty and back them up. So it's going to be a loss on the run for Patterson as the hold happened in the backfield. So it'll back it up all the way to the 43-yard line. They have to get to the 18 to pick up a first down. So it's now first down and call it 25 for the Jets offense. First and 25 from the 43. Other running back in the backfield is Bryson Wilson, number 3 for Cumberland County. Potter trying to set up a screen to Wilson. It's going to be caught, and Lachlan Hammock there to make the stop right at the line of scrimmage as the pass is complete to Bryson Wilson. He'll pick up maybe a yard on the play. Now he stopped right at the line of scrimmage, so a 2nd and 25 now for Cumberland County as Lachlan Hammock had that screen sniffed out very well. And it's going to blow that up right at the line of scrimmage and make the stop. Cumberland County going to slow the pace a little bit, facing 2nd down and long here on this possession. Trip wide receivers, bunch formation over to the far side. Potter has pressure. Potter's in trouble. Potter is sacked. Livingston Academy just flying in there. It's number 57, Jordan Geist, to tackle Potter for a big loss all the way back to the 49-yard line. Loss of 8 for Noah Potter, and a 3rd and long for Cumberland County. Geist, I don't know where he came from. I was watching through the binoculars because of those light numbers, but all of a sudden he just flashed into my field of view, and Jordan Geist, like he was shot out of a cannon, there to wrap up Potter for a big loss. Here he comes again. Potter takes the snap. Pressure. Potter rolls away from it. Potter steps through another tackle. Potter now trying to roll out of pressure. Potter going to run down the far side. Finally going to be brought down by Deacon Allred. Let's see where he'll be spotted out of bounds. Allred going to chase him down at the 42-yard line. Will be a gain of 9 on the play for Noah Potter. And Deacon Allred, along with Lachlan Hammock over there to wrap him up in a 4th and long. Now for the Jets offense as they'll get Perez in to punt, as he'll punt it away with 9:15 to play in the first half. Still no score here between Cumberland County and Livingston Academy. Perez takes the snap, gets it away. High punt. Parrott will let it hit as it hits short at about the 18-yard line, where it'll be a 1st and 10 for Livingston Academy. Dalton Bowman, the senior down there, to touch that one down. And that got just to the end of the first down marker, so they really don't even have to move that down there. It's right where the first down would have been had they converted. So it's 1st and 10 Livingston from their own 18-yard line. Wildcats have moved the football tonight. Couple of 4th down stops by Cumberland County have stopped a couple of drives by Livingston Academy. Jenkins back in there, quarterback for the Wildcats. Hammock behind him. Snap to the left of Jenkins. Jenkins will just have to fall on it. It's going to be a big loss on the play. Snap was to the left side of Jenkins, and he'd had to chase it down and able to fall on it, but he's going to lose yardage all the way inside the 10-yard line. They'll say he's down at the 7. So it's going to be a loss of 11 on the play for Adrian Jenkins. And a 2nd and long now for Livingston Academy. 2nd and 21, maybe 22, maybe all the way back to the 6-yard line. Jenkins takes the snap. Adrian throws on the crossing pattern, incomplete. Couldn't hold on as Coffey running that little slant pattern, little skinny post there in the middle of the field, and Coffey couldn't hold on. And it's going to fall incomplete and set up a 3rd and long now for the Wildcats offense from inside their own 10-yard line. So a little pressure on Livingston Academy right here to at least try to give their punter some breathing room on a 3rd and 22. Jenkins with Hammock behind him. They'll send 3 wide receivers to this near side for Adrian Jenkins. Cumberland County shows blitz up the middle. Here they come. Jenkins looking to the side where there's 1 wide receiver. Jenkins now will set up and throw, and it's incomplete. Tried to get to Carson Parrott going across the middle. Couldn't connect with him as the pressure got to Jenkins, forced him to move around in the pocket as he was trying to buy time. He thought he'd seen Parrott come open on the little crossing pattern, couldn't get it to him, and the incomplete pass is going to give Cumberland County pretty good field position here as Livingston Academy to punt. It is Jenkins punting here for the Wildcats. This one will roll across the 35 up to the 39-yard line, where it will be touchdown there by Cumberland County, by Livingston Academy. Colton Nichols was the man that just let it hit and rolled in at the 39. So Cumberland County with a short field here. 1st and 10 from the Livingston 39-yard line. As they have it there, do they have a new? No, it is Potter still out there at quarterback. Potter along with Patterson in the backfield for the Jets. Noah Potter, the freshman, running this offense for Coach Rapaski in his 2nd year at Cumberland County. Jets finished 6-5 a year ago. The handoff will go to Patterson. Patterson short gain this time as he's going to be wrapped up quickly by Livingston Academy's Deacon Allred in there on the stop, along with Lachlan Hammock. But a gain of about 3 on the play for Patterson, as he has carried now 3 times for 22 yards. 2nd and 7. They won a bowl game last year to finish 6-5. Actually finished the regular season at 5-5. Didn't make the playoffs. Went to a bowl game. Won it to go 6-5 a year ago. Handoff will go to Patterson. He's hitting the backfield. Oh, that is a great tackle by John Geist. Just flying in there from his defensive line spot. A loss of 2 on the play for Keithan Patterson. And a 3rd down and long now for the Jets offense, as this Livingston defense have made some explosive plays. Jordan Geist with a huge play earlier. Now John Geist with a explosion-type play for the Livingston defense. 3rd down and 9 now for the Cumberland County offense. 7 minutes to play in the first half. No score here between Cumberland County and Livingston Academy. Potter will take the snap. Pressure coming. They try to set up the screen. It's incomplete. Tried to get the screen set up in the middle as they tried to hit Marcus Petty on that little middle screen, but it's over his head and incomplete as Livingston had good pressure. Of course, with the screen, you just let them go. Let that defensive line have the upfield rush, and Potter rushed it a little bit, threw the pass over the head of Petty, ball incomplete. And we'll set up a 4th down and 9 now for Cumberland County as Perez coming on to punt once again. Perez to punt it away for the Jets. Penalty markers down before the play. Going to be a false start on Cumberland County as they had people moving before the snap of the football. So that'll back them up 5 yards. That'll give Livingston a little more breathing room here as it moves the football back to the 44-yard line. With the 43. So Perez to punt. Parrott deep to receive the punt. He waits for it back at about his 5-yard line. Snap rolls to Perez. Perez will get this one away. Good pressure there by John Geist. Perez, this will take a Cumberland County roll inside the 20 all the way down to the 15-yard line. So A bad snap there, but Perez able to get to it and get control of it and punt it away, keeping his head about him when John Geist was coming in with all kinds of pressure trying to block that punt, and it falls incomplete. Rather, he is able to get it away, and now Livingston Academy to punt. As it will be Coffee back in there at the quarterback to Hammock. Hammock breaks one tackle in the backfield. Short gain on the play as Lachlan will pick up very little on the play. Maybe a yard. Now it stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It looks like maybe gained a yard on the play. No gain. Call it for Hammock. As it will set up a 2nd and 10. As both these defenses have played well in big moments. Both have given up some yardage. Coffee in the pistol once again. 4 wide. 1 to the left, 3 to the right for Coffee. Coffee looking to the left side. He throws that way. Is it caught? It is incomplete. Trying to get it to Hughes over on that far side. Couldn't do so. And the incompletion is going to set up now a 3rd down and 10 for the Wildcats offense. We're halfway through the 2nd quarter here at Livingston Academy. No score between Cumberland County and Livingston Academy. Both teams come in 0-7 in the region. Both teams 0-3 in region play. So somebody's going to get their first win of this 2022 campaign. Coffee takes the snap. Coffee looking deep down the far side. Man-to-man coverage out there. It's caught, but he's out of bounds by Jake Hughes. Hughes had to go well out of bounds to make that reception, and Cumberland County has forced another punt from deep inside Livingston territory. So the Jets have dominated field position since that first drive, since they got the field flipped. Livingston able to drive it inside the 30, but then a 4th down stop by Cumberland County, and since then they have had control of the field position. They should get this one in good field position again. Jenkins will punt this one away. It'll take a Cumberland County bounce and will roll dead at the 39-yard line. As hustling down there to get to it is Caden Watzel. They'll say he touched it at the 40, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Jets at the Livingston 40-yard line with 5:31 to play in the first half here at Livingston Academy. Join us tomorrow here on Overton Events. If you're watching this live tonight, join us at noon tomorrow for the Overton County Outlaws and their championship of the junior division. The junior division Outlaws playing up in Jamestown tomorrow at high noon. Handoff will go to the Cumberland County running back, and John Geist is going to wrap up Patterson after no gain. Geist is having a good first quarter as Patterson able to wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage to set up a 2nd and 10 now for the Jets offense. This defense fired up here tonight as Geist able to get that penetration and just wrap him up. Patterson having a pretty good year for Cumberland County. He's only a sophomore. 2 very young football teams out there tonight battling here at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. Potter will take the snap. He'll hand off to a new running back. Big gain on the play, close to a 1st down by Drayton Hairston. Hairston checking in. He'll pick up 9 on his first carry, and we'll set up a 3rd down and 1 now for the Jets offense. 3rd and 1 with 4:35 to play in the first half. Cumberland County will get the football to start the second half as Hairston going to stay out there in relief of Patterson. Some confusion on the part of a wide receiver on that far side as they'll hand off to Hairston. Hairston hit the backfield and wrapped up. That's John Geist again. Geist just gobbled that one up for a loss of a yard, and it will set up a 4th down and 2 now for the Cumberland County offense. So they're going to bring in a little more power here on this 4th and 2 as we've got 4 minutes to play here in the first half. They're going to go for the 1st down. They'll keep the offense out there as they bring in an extra lineman, bring him over here to this left side to line up in the tight end position. Little Wildcat here for Cumberland County as they bring in Bryson Wilson to run the quarterback spot. Snaps high. He'll hand off to Hairston, and Hairston, I think, will have the first down. Had to get to the 30, took it just across the 30-yard line, and it will be a first down for Cumberland County, I believe. The officials will take a look at it as they haven't signaled anything yet. The down marker is on the 40-yard line. It's a football length on the other side of the 30-yard line, so it's got to be a first down, and they finally signal that it is. So it's 1st and 10 Cumberland County, just inside the Wildcat 30-yard line. Jets line it up here with Potter back in there at the quarterback spot. Potter will hand off to Hairston. Hairston breaks a tackle, lowers his shoulder, has another first down as he takes it down to the 17-yard line. Gain of 13 on the play by Drayton Hairston, and another first down for Cumberland County as they move it inside Livingston's 20 down to the 17, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Clock continues to run with 2:40 to play in the first half. Potter at the quarterback spot. Didn't get a chance to see Perez warming up. They'll hand off to Hairston. Hairston, big hole up the middle. Hairston takes it inside the 10, and he'll be close to another first down as Jake Hughes down there to wrap him up. I think he's going to be a little bit shy. Another 9-yard gain for Drayton Hairston. It'll be a 2nd and 1 for the Jets from the 8-yard line of Livingston Academy. 2nd and 1 for Cumberland County. Hairston to the left of Potter. Power football here. They'll hand to Hairston. Hairston has the first down. He's going to be wrapped up over there by Drew Goolsby there to make the tackle, but not before he picks up 2 and another first down for Cumberland County and a 1st and goal for the Jets from the 6-yard line. 1st and goal Cumberland County as they have 1:40 to play here in the first half, trying to break this 0-0 tie. Potter will take the snap, hands off Hairston. Hairston across the 5. Geist will stand him up. Hairston able to spin his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll pick up about 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and goal from the 3 for Cumberland County, as Hairston will get about half the yardage needed for the touchdown. We approach a minute to play in the first half with Cumberland County knocking on the door here of the end zone. Handoff will go to Hairston. No, Potter kept it. Potter off the left side. Potter spins his way down to the 2, maybe the 1-yard line, the 2-yard line. They'll say he was down. So a gain of 1 on the play on the quarterback keeper by Potter. And now Cumberland County is going to take a timeout. They'll call it with 47 seconds to play in the first half with no score here between Cumberland County and Livingston Academy while we've got a timeout. Let's take this moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Livingston Dairy Queen, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Midstate Construction, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, W&O Construction, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, and Livingston Regional Hospital. Thank you to our sponsors for making it possible for us to bring these games to you. Be sure that you let them know that you appreciate them making it possible for us to broadcast these games to you here on Overton Events. And go to our YouTube page, subscribe to our page. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Just click on the button. It'll help us grow this page and continue to be able to carry these games to you. Bryson Wilson back in as the Wildcat quarterback for Cumberland County. The handoff will go to Hairston. Hairston hit at the 2, powers his way forward to the 1, and he'll be stopped at the 1-yard line. So a gain of 1 on the play. 32 seconds to play in this first half. Cumberland County with 2 timeouts. They don't use one right here. 4th down and goal for the Jets They're going to keep the offense out there. I don't think they're going to snap this one. I think they're going to run it down and talk about it as it's 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. 4th down and goal. Clock stopped with a timeout with 16 seconds to play in the first half. No score here at Livingston Academy. We'll be back to Tom Davis Memorial Stadium in just a moment. Timeout called by Cumberland County as they come back out on this 4th and goal. They will keep the offense out there with 16 seconds to play here in the first half. The Jets 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Cumberland County going to line up with a full house backfield and inverted wishbone. The quarterback sneak by Bryson Wilson. No signal. The officials coming in. Did they score? They did. Wilson will score from a yard out and get the touchdown for Cumberland County. So Bryson Wilson, the 1-yard touchdown run with 7 seconds to play in the first half, will move Cumberland County in front by a score of 6-0, and they'll send Perez out to attempt the extra point. So Perez coming on to try to make this a 7-point advantage for the Jets. Just a quarterback sneak there with the Wildcat quarterback Bryson Wilson under center. As they loaded up the backfield, really nobody to help him there on that, just Wilson and his center just driving into the end zone. The kick by Perez is up, and the kick is good. So with 7 seconds to play in the first half, Cumberland County moves in front by a score of 7-0. Be sure to join us coming up on Tuesday night here on Overton Events. That'll be on October the 11th for the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats volleyball team. They're in the region tournament on Tuesday night. It will be played at Livingston Academy. They'll be playing the opening game at 4:30. We'll be on the air at about 4:25 with the broadcast of that one on October the 11th. The Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats volleyball team playing against Soddy Daisy on Tuesday night here at Livingston in a region tournament matchup. And if they win that one, they'll play later on that night for a chance to move into the sectional round of play. In volleyball, Livingston Academy soccer team, they're going to be playing the opening round of the district next Tuesday night. We'll be covering volleyball there, as we'll be trying to cover as much of those as we can as they're in the postseason. Both teams playing very well. Cumberland County here moves in front by a score of 7-0 with 7 seconds to play in the first half, as Perez has it teed up to kick off here for the Jets. Hughes and Parrott deep to receive the kick from Perez. Perez will line drive this one. It'll bounce. It'll be picked up by Hughes at about the 5-yard line. Hughes up to the 20, cuts it back at the 25. Hughes bounces it outside. Hughes now will step out of bounds, and the time will run out. So we're at halftime. At halftime, your score: Cumberland County 7, Livingston Academy nothing. Homecoming here tonight. Stay tuned for the halftime activities as cheerleaders going to be out performing here at halftime. The Livingston Academy band and a lot of other stuff at halftime here at Homecoming 2022. At halftime, it's Livingston Academy 0, Cumberland County 7. We'll continue with our halftime coverage right after this.
Alrighty, I just plugged the mic up. I'm coming on down.
Seniors, Nick Emmerich, Dakota Bilbrey, Cole Story, and Lily Beeson. Juniors, Madison Thomas, Cade Story, and Raven Patterson. Soloist tonight is Cade Story on tenor saxophone. Drum major Sky Jordan, is your band ready? You may take the field. The Livingston Academy cheer and dance teams work together to build school spirit. Both teams have done very well this year. Both attended camps with schools throughout the Southeast. The dance team earned superior trophies for their home and pom routines, as well as the most improved team at their UDA camp. The cheer team earned first place in camp routine, which is a dance routine, and first cheer, as well as third place in game day sideline. They are most proud to have been selected for their Traditions Award by UCA staff. The award went to one team out of the 18 at UCA camp based on their display of teamwork and school traditions. Tonight, the cheer and dance teams will perform. For their routines includes a variety of styles and skills. Captains, are your teams ready? Your music is on.
in this Region 4 4A matchup as we're getting close to the start of the second half. Let's look at some first half stats here between the Wildcats and the Jets, as Livingston with 43 yards of total offense in the first half, 32 on the ground, 11 in the air for the Wildcats, as they are being led in rushing by Lachlan Hammock. A lot of carries in the first half for Hammock, as he carried, 15 carries, 51 yards, 13 carries in the first half in the first quarter for Hammock, 2 in the second quarter, so 15 carries for 51 yards to lead Livingston in rushing. Brody Coffey, 2 carries, 1 yard. Adrian Jenkins, 1 carry, minus 18 yards in the first half of play. Throwing the football, Livingston Academy quarterbacks have combined to go 3 of 7 in the first half for 11 yards. 2 catches for Jake Hughes for 12 yards. 1 catch minus 1 yard for Brody Coffey to give them a total of 11 passing yards. 43 yards of total offense in the first half for the Wildcats. For Cumberland County, 82 yards of total offense, so neither team putting up some big numbers in the first half. 72 yards on the ground for the Jets, as they're being led in rushing by Drayton Hairston. All of his carries coming in the second quarter. He carried 8 times for 39 yards to lead the Jets in rushing. Keithan Patterson with 6 carries for 20 yards. It was 1 carry for 15 yards for Marcus Petty. 1 carry, 1 yard, and a touchdown for Bryson Wilson. 4 carries, minus 3 yards for Noah Potter, the quarterback, to give them their total of 72 rushing yards in the first half. Throwing the football, Potter has went 2 of 4 for 10 yards. 1 catch, 9 yards for Marcus Petty. 1 catch, 1 yard for Bryson Wilson, give them their total of 10 passing yards, 82 yards of total offense for the Jets in the first quarter, as they lead it by a score of 7-0 at halftime. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Mid-State Construction, Exit Realty, Bullseye Security, Hall Funeral Home, Livingston Dairy Queen, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, and W&O Construction, our sponsors here on Overton Events, making this broadcast possible for you here on our YouTube page. Go to our YouTube page, subscribe to Overton Events. Costs you nothing to subscribe. It'll just help us grow our channel. We'd appreciate it if you would go and subscribe to us. It'll never cost you anything, and you'll get notifications as to what we're going to be broadcasting, when it will be on. Also, you can see us on the Overton County News web page, a link there on the Overton County, or on Overton Events, our home page, also on our Overton Events Facebook page, and we're also streaming live on channel 951 Twin Lakes Television. Wayne Farrell streaming with us here tonight once again for this Homecoming 2022. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage of Homecoming, the parade last night on Overton Events. If you haven't seen it, you can go back to our YouTube page or back to our home page and look up the past games, and you can see the Homecoming parade from last night there on our Overton Events page. We'll also tell you we've got a big week coming up next week, as the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats volleyball team on the 11th on Tuesday. They'll be in region play, as they'll be playing host to Soddy Daisy at 4:30 on Tuesday. That's also going to be a night where the school board will meet at 6 on Tuesday night. So we'll have a couple of things going on that night, as we hope to have both of them going for you here on Overton Events. But we will have the volleyball region matchup on Tuesday at 4:30. Then they will play again if they win that same night, as they will play the winner of Upperman. And I'm not sure who Upperman will be playing, as it was Livingston beating Upperman for the district championship to get to host the region tournament here in 2022. Coach Christy Jenkins, the Lady Wildcats, looking to get back to the sectional and back to the state tournament. Also coming up tomorrow, now on the 8th of October, we'll have the Overton County Outlaws, the junior division, will be playing for their championship up in Jamestown, as that will take place on Saturday, with the junior Outlaws playing against Upperman, the Stingers, here on Overton Events. We'll be on the air at about 11:50 tomorrow morning, 11:55 for the broadcast of that one, with The Overton County Outlaws and Upperman playing for the junior championship tomorrow here on Overton Events. Of course, next week is a bye week for the Livingston Academy football team, so no football game coming up a week from tonight. But we also have a lot of other things going on as this season continues to go along here for Livingston Academy football. The Wildcats trying to battle back into this one, trying to get the win here against Cumberland County to get their first win of the season and trying to break a long losing streak for Livingston Academy. Cumberland County also looking for their first win of the season. Right now, the Jets lead it 7-0 over Livingston Academy. We'll take this break. We'll come back. We'll get the second half started from here in Livingston in just a moment. From Dylan Watson for Livingston Academy as Watson gets his first work of the night for the Wildcats. He'll have it teed up on the 40-yard line. Cool night here tonight at Livingston Academy as temperature dropping. Supposed to be cold. It may be cold tomorrow up in Jamestown for that youth football championship as Watson ready to kick as we're ready to get the second half underway here at Livingston Academy. Watson will hit that one to the near side. It'll be taken by Nichols. Nichols at the 10, to the 20, to the 25, and wedges his way out near the 30-yard line, keeps pushing the pile up across the 30-yard line, where he's going to be brought down by the Wildcats. There, making the stop for Livingston is going to be, for the Wildcats, Chase Harris in there on the stop for Livingston Academy at the 32-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Cumberland County with their first possession of the second half. They just came out some power football at the end of that second quarter, and they're going to stay with that, it looks like, as they've got an unbalanced line, two tight ends to this left side. They're going to run that way with Hairston. Hairston gets a block. Hairston into the open field at midfield. Hairston cuts it back, lowers his shoulder, and takes it across the 45 down to the 40-yard line, where he's going to be wrapped up. Good gain there as Seth Smith going to make the tackle for Livingston, but that's going to be a 29-yard run for Drayton Hairston as he has got up to 68 yards rushing. First down on their first carry here in this second half. They'll spot him at the 42, actually, where it will be first down for the Jets. They're going to send Wilson in motion. They line him up as a second wide receiver on the right side. Hairston will keep it this time. He'll take it inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line, as he'll pick up a good gain on first down, pick up about 4 on the carry for the Jets running back, and that will set up a second down and 6 now for Cumberland County. First possession of the second half for the Jets as they line up Hairston to the right of Potter. Noah Potter, the quarterback for Cumberland County, will take the snap. He'll roll to his right. He'll throw on the move. Pass going to be caught by Wilson over on the far side. That's going to be a first down for the Jets as he'll take it inside the 25 and down to about the 22-yard line. Going to be about a 15-yard gain on the play by Bryson Wilson on his second catch of the night, and another first down for the Jets as they move the chains down to the 22-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 Cumberland County. So Potter 3 out of 5 in the game now for 25 yards. Handoff goes to Hairston, gets the edge. Hairston turns it upfield, and he's going to be close to another first down where he's pushed out of bounds over there. I think he's going to be about a yard shy as Hammock over there to push him out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the first down. So Drayton Hairston taking over at the running back spot there in the second quarter. And we've got him now with 11 carries, 78 yards for the Jets running back. Potter will hand off to Hairston. Hairston going to drag defenders for a first down as he'll pick up about 4 on the carry. Maybe 5 for Hairston. Another first down for the Jets as they'll move the chains. Livingston had hands on him, just couldn't bring him down. And it will be a 1st and 10 for Cumberland County, 1st and goal as he got it right at the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Jets offense. Handoff goes to Hairston. He's going to lose yardage this time. Drew Goolsby, no, that's Lachlan Hammock back there to wrap him up. He'll lose a yard, maybe 2 on the play. It'll be a 2nd and goal from the 12-yard line now. They are in field goal range of Perez here. So even if they can't punch this in for a touchdown, they could make this a 2-score game if Perez could convert. Livingston looking to push them back and push them out of field goal range. As Potter going to throw the fade pattern on the far side. It's going to be overthrown and incomplete. Tried to get over there on the far side to Marcus Petty. Carson Parrott on the coverage there for the Wildcats, just running stride for stride with Petty. It's going to fall incomplete and set up a 3rd and goal now from the 11-yard line. Clock stopped with 8:54 to play in the third quarter. As Potter going to line him up with Hairston to his left. Still a threat even on this 3rd down and goal from the 11. Potter will hand off to Hairston. Hairston's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. That's John Geist there to wrap him up once again. He'll lose a yard on the play. And it will be a 4th and goal, and they will send the field goal unit on. So Jamie Perez coming in to attempt the extra point. They'll place it down at the 19-yard line. So a 29-yard attempt here for Jamie Perez with 8:22 to play in the third quarter with the clock running. They'll put it out the 18, so a 28-yard attempt for Jamie Perez. Snap is good, place is down, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. Perez missed it. So the score remains Cumberland County 7, Livingston Academy 0. We'll take this break. We'll be back to Livingston in just a moment. At the quarterback spot, he'll throw deep down the far side. Man is out there. Did he catch it? Did he stay in bounds? The answer to both those questions is yes, sir. Carson Parrott made the reception for Livingston Academy all the way up to the 48-yard line. 36-yard gain from Brody Coffey to Carson Parrott on his first catch of the night for the first down for Livingston Academy. Just threading the needle over on that far side to Parrott, able to get it to him. Parrott able to tiptoe on the sideline, get the feet down, and get the first down for the Wildcats, and finally get some pretty good field position for Livingston Academy here on this drive. Power backfield for Brody Coffey. Coffey, snap rolls through his legs. Ball is on the ground. Livingston will fall on it with Hammock there to recover it. As that snap just rolled back to Coffey, it'll roll all the way back to the 38-yard line. It's going to be a 10-yard loss on that one as Hammock will recover it for the Wildcats all the way back to the 38-yard line. So Livingston with the big pass play to Parrott. Now a miscue on the snap. Backs them up way behind the chains and puts the pressure once again on this Livingston offense. Coffey will take the snap. And I think somebody moved for Livingston. I saw one of those linemen rise up out of the stance. That is going to be a false start against Livingston Academy. So tack 5 more yards on it. Move it back to the 33-yard line, where it'll be second down and 25 now for the Wildcats, as one of those linemen just raising the head and shoulders a little bit, and that'll get the flag every time. And now second and long for Livingston. Coffey with Hammock behind him in the pistol formation. Trips to the right side for Livingston. Coffey will hand off to Hammock. Hammock will take it up to the 35-yard line on a short gain for Lachlan. He'll pick up a couple on the play. And we'll set up a third down and long now for the Wildcats. Third down at about 23, a little less than 23 for the first down. As he got up close to the 36-yard line. Passing situation here, Cumberland County man-to-man on the far side, man-to-man down here as well on the wide side of the field. Now they bring some safety help over on this side to Hughes. Coffey looking to his right, looking that way, and he's hit and wrapped up. Coffey going to be sacked. That's that same man again, Clay Mullen, coming in to wrap him up, as Mullen with another big play for a loss for this Cumberland County defense, taking it all the way back to the 30-yard line. And it will be a fourth down and a punting situation, and lucky that Coffey held onto that one. Mullen coming in with that big hand, batting at the throwing hand of Coffey, trying to jar the football loose. And Coffey able to hold on. Here they come. Jenkins gets it away, though. Going to be a short punt. It'll take a Livingston roll down near the 40-yard line, where it'll roll dead at the 41. So Cumberland County's defense aided by a snap miscue by the Wildcats, and then a penalty backing them up to put them into second and 25. They couldn't overcome that, but there is a penalty marker down on the field that we'll check out here. It'll be a holding against Cumberland County. That will be assessed at the end of the play. So instead of gain at the 41, they'll have it back at the 31-yard line, where they will spot it down as they'll step off 10 yards here from the end of the punt. So Cumberland County will have it back at the 31-yard line, first and 10 for the Jets, as they'll take over with 5:05 to play in the third quarter, leading by a score of 7-0 over Livingston Academy. Potter going to hand off to Hairston. Hairston just lowers his shoulder. He doesn't run fancy, but he runs well, as Seth Smith, one of the players in there on the stop for Livingston, along with Lachlan Hammock. It'll be a gain of about 4 on the play for Drayton Hairston. We've got him with 85 yards rushing on the night. Second and 6 now for the Jets offense. They're not in any hurry with a 7-0 lead. The play clock's working here tonight at Livingston Academy, so they can look at that and take a little extra time if they want to. I know it's early to be talking about that, but a 7-0 lead by the Jets here in this one. They'll hand off to Hairston. Hairston tries to get to the edge, cuts it back inside. Going to be a short gain on the play there, as Deacon Allred in there to wrap him up, along with Seth Smith in on the stop again. Pick up about 3 again for Drayton Hairston. And it will set them up in a 3rd and 4 now for the Cumberland County offense. 3rd down and 4 from the 37-yard line where they'll spot it down. Potter, the freshman, running the offense for Cumberland County. 6-man front for Livingston. Now 3 linebackers up there as well. Potter rolling out. Potter able to avoid one rusher. Potter now trying to set up and throw. He'll just throw it away, and it's going to be incomplete as he's able to get over there and stay alive long enough to be able to throw that football out of there, and it's incomplete. So we'll bring up a 4th down and 4 now for Cumberland County, and they'll have to punt the football away with 3:40 to play here in the third quarter. Cumberland County leading by a score of 7-0. Perez coming on to punt for the Jets, as he missed a 28-yard field goal earlier that could have been a huge play, giving them a 2-score lead in a low-scoring game, but couldn't connect on the 28-yarder. Snap is good here. Perez will punt this one high in the air. He's going to drop at the 35 and take a Livingston bounce back to the 39. Cumberland County's acting like it touched a Wildcat. The officials aren't saying that. They're looking at each other. The officials haven't pointed which way. Cumberland County was claiming they had it, but I don't think the officials think that way, so it's going to go to Livingston Academy. Cumberland County may have tried to just influence them there on that, but couldn't do so. And the Wildcats have it, 1st and 10 at their own 39. Not bad to try to sell it if you can. You might get somebody to thinking that way. Weitzel goes wide to the left. That bunch formation to the right side for Livingston Academy. Coffee takes the snap, hands off Hammock. Hammock hitting the backfield and tackled for a loss. Hammock going to lose a yard back to the 38-yard line. We're coming in to make the stop was Dominic Alfaro there on the tackle for the Jets, but Hammock going to lose a yard for the Wildcats back to the 38, where it'll be 2nd and 11 now for the Livingston offense. And again, they back themselves up behind the chains on this 2nd down play. Coffee takes the snap. Coffee looks near side. Little quick pop out complete to Parrott at the 45-yard line. He's going to be wrapped up there quickly by Bryson Wilson, but it'll be a gain of 7 on the little hook pattern over this near side to Parrott, as he has 2 catches in the quarter now for 43 yards. So it's 3rd down and 4s. They'll say he got up to the 46-yard line, so 3rd down and 3 for the Wildcats. So an 8-yard gain for Parrott. Could be 2-down territory here as Coffee under pressure. Coffee in trouble. Coffee's going to be sacked. Coffee going to be pushed all the way back to the 39-yard line. Going to be a 7-yard loss on the play for Brody Coffee. And now it will bring the punt unit on for Livingston Academy, I would think. That'll back them up to 4th and 10. 4th and 9, call it, as his forward progress, they say, was stopped at the 40-yard line. So a 4th and 9 with Adrian Jenkins coming on to punt for Livingston. This is a spot where you might want to think about a fake, but Cumberland County just keeps the defense out there, and they run right over Jenkins. Livingston's going to get a 1st down out of this. The punt going to be fielded by Nichols. Nichols up the far side. He's going to take it across the 40. Another penalty marker thrown at the 47-yard line. So now we'll have to sort this out. You got the personal foul back here against Jenkins where they just ran over him. But the one up the 47-yard line, that may be a hold against Cumberland County. So I'm thinking Livingston's going to get this football back. We'll wait and see as the officials will sort this out with 1:24 to play in the third quarter. As Livingston may have a player shaken up over there as Jake Hughes a little shaken up on the play. Will they come and check him out? I don't think so. Maybe he's trying to get his wind back over there, holding that right arm, favoring it a little bit. Referee comes over to give the signal. It's going to be a roughing the punter against Cumberland County. Then a personal foul against Livingston Academy. Those penalties will offset So we'll replay 4th down. So a bad break for Livingston there. You get the break by getting the running into the punter, the roughing the punter that would have given you a 1st down, but then a personal foul will offset that, and you'll have to punt it away again. Jenkins on to punt. Jenkins will get this one away. Nichols will let it bounce. Now we'll try to pick it up. He does so at the 24. They're going to be tripped up at the 26 by Caden Watzel on a good open field tackle as Nichols took a chance fielding that one, but able to do so on a couple of hops and keep control of it. But Watzel going to tackle him very quickly. They'll put him up at the 27-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for Cumberland County. Another quick-moving 3rd quarter with 1:14 to play in the 3rd. As Cumberland County with possession for the Jets. Noah Potter in the backfield. Hairston still out there for Cumberland County. Potter will hand off to Hairston. Running left. Watzel will meet him in the hole. Then he's going to be helped out by John Geist. Short gain on the play by Drayton Hairston as Watzel hit him first. Then Geist coming in to help polish it off. A 1-yard gain for Hairston as we've got him with 89 yards now in the contest. In the 3rd quarter, he's carried 9 times for 50 yards. 89 yards total for Hairston. Clock runs with 35 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Maybe the last play of the quarter if they keep it on the ground here for Cumberland County. Potter, low snap, able to get to it. Potter going to throw, and it's incomplete. The receiver stopped. Potter thought he was going to continue on with the crossing pattern. Lucky that wasn't intercepted. Bryson Wilson was running the crossing pattern. He stopped and cut it back to the outside. The quarterback thought he was going to continue on, and that is very fortunate for Cumberland County that nobody was there for Livingston to pick it off because the wide receiver just broke off the pattern, and so many times you see turnovers come out of that. 3rd down and 8 now for the Jets as they will take the snap. Potter now under pressure. Potter rolling away from it, steps out of the tackle. Potter now will fling it downfield. That is going to be incomplete as it was knocked away by Livingston Academy as the Wildcats will see Carson Parrott deflected away for Livingston. Again, the Wildcats get good pressure on Cumberland County. Parrott, when he's on the move, there's not much he can do against this Livingston defense as he's able to run through one tackle in the backfield to avoid the sack, then just throwing it up for grabs downfield, and Parrott had a chance at a pick, just couldn't come up with it. And now Perez on to punt once again with Parrott dropping deep to receive it at his 32-yard line. Perez takes the snap. Oh, the up man almost backed up into him. Parrott will signal for the fair catch and make it at the 35-yard line with 9 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. With Cumberland County leading by a score of 7-0. The only score in the game, a 1-yard touchdown run by Bryson Wilson with 7 seconds to play in the first half. The extra point by Perez was good, and Cumberland County leads it 7-0. Wildcats with the football, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line with Coffey back out there at the quarterback. They have used Jenkins on a couple of series, but Coffey out there for this one. Coffey will take the snap. Coffey throws far side. It's going to be caught short of the 1st down. Caden Watzel will make the catch for a short gain over on the far side. He'll pick up about 4, and the quarter will end right there. After 3 complete, it's Livingston Academy, or it's Cumberland County 7, Livingston Academy 0. at Livingston Academy. Trying to get back into this one as the snap is loose once again. Hammock will get to it. Hammock will then be tackled for a loss, and again, a miscue on the snap is going to back them up back to the 27-yard line. Hammock lucky to fall on it. Will be a loss of 8 on the play for Laughlin, as he has had a tough night with his total, as a couple of times he's had to recover a couple of fumbles for loss there, and that's tough to go on his stats. But he, now with that recovery for a loss of 8, down to 34 yards rushing, that won't indicate how many yards he actually had tonight, because those will go against his rushing stats, and that will hurt his numbers. Coffee takes the snap. Coffee throwing deep down the far side. Got a man out there, incomplete. Penalty marker down as they tried to hit Watzel over on that far side, and the official going to throw the flag, and it will be pass interference against Cumberland County. 15-yard penalty, so it won't give them a first down. Not the NFL where it's a spot foul. It will be a 15-yard penalty from back at the line of scrimmage, so it will still be short of the first down. Pass interference against Cumberland County. So it'll move the football up to the 42-yard line. They're waiting on a football here, as they'll place it down at the 42, where it's going to be 3rd down and 3 now for the Livingston offense. So 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats now. So the penalty gives them 15 yards, but that's not enough for the first down. It doesn't carry an automatic first down. So 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats. Power backfield for Coffee, as he'll take the snap. Handoff goes to the up man. He'll try to bounce it outside, and he'll pick up the first down. That is Jake Hughes on the carry for Livingston, as he'll step out of bounds at the 49. Going to be a gain of 7 on the play for Jake Hughes, and a first down for Livingston Academy, their second first down here in the second half, as Hughes lines up as the fullback there. A little more speed in the backfield. He'll step out of bounds and stop the clock at the 49-yard line. Parrott going wide to the right. Hughes and Weitzel coming wide to the left. Hammock behind Coffee. Coffee. Short drop. Coffee throwing the crossing pattern, trying to hit Hughes. It's going to be in front of it. It was Parrott he was looking for. It's incomplete. And we'll set up a 2nd and 10 now for Livingston Academy. Parrott had gotten the inside position on the defensive back on a little good fake on that far side to the outside. Got the defender leaning that way, then got the inside shoulder. Coffee just couldn't connect with him on the underthrown ball, and the incompletion sets up a 2nd and 10, stops the clock with 10:52 to play in the fourth quarter. Coffee takes the snap, 3-man rush. Coffee has time. Crossing pattern going to be incomplete. Do they throw a flag? They do not. There's a lot of contact there with Jake Hughes and the defensive back Wilson, but the officials let play continue. May have said it was uncatchable, and it sets up, or did they throw the flag? They will throw the penalty marker. I thought there was a lot of contact there. It's going to be pass interference against Cumberland County. So that will give Livingston the first down this time, as it'll move it down to the 41-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Jet 41. No, they'll pick it up and move it further. They only stepped off 10 yards. Now they'll add the other 5 and put it down at the 36-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Livingston with 10:46 to play in the third quarter. Coffee takes the snap, hands off to Hughes in the backfield. Hughes trying to bounce it outside, and he's going to lose yardage. Good upfield push by Cumberland County. Is in there making the stop for the Jets was number 16, Marcus Petty, and number 44, Jordan Probst, and Hughes will lose 3 on the play, and it's going to set up a 2nd and 13 now for the Livingston offense, as Hughes giving Hammock a little break there, but Cumberland County read that one well and tackled him for a loss. Now 2nd and 13 for the Wildcats offense as we approach 10 minutes to play in the game. Coffee takes the snap. 3-man rush. They get pressure. Coffee breaks a tackle in the backfield. Now tries to bounce to the left side. Now cuts it back, tries to reverse field, and he's going to be sacked. Back there to get the sack is number 44, Jordan Probst. Coffee will lose a yard on the play. That's going to set up a 3rd and long now for Livingston. This late in the game, though, you'd think that it is a 4-down situation for Livingston on the Cumberland County side of the field. They say he got back to the line of scrimmage, so not a sack. It's going to be 3rd and 13 now for the Livingston offense as they empty the backfield. 5 wide for Livingston, 3 to the wide side of the field on the left, 2 to the right side, working the short side of the field, the boundary side. Coffee will take the snap. 3-man rush. Coffee has pressure. Coffee gets away from it. Coffee now will try to run. Coffee going to be tripped up. Oh, that's a good open field tackle by Jordan Probst again. As Probst got to him, just reached out and grabbed the toe and will bring him down for the stop there. And it's going to bring up a 4th down. Tackle him right at the line of scrimmage, so 4th and 13 now for the Wildcat offense. They will keep them out there. Clock continues to move with 8:45 to play in the 4th quarter. 4th and 13 for the Wildcats. Their defense has played pretty well, so the game is not all on this one play, but it's a huge play for the Livingston offense. Coffee from the pistol. Coffee will take the snap. 3-man rush. Coffee now rolling out. Now they'll bring a linebacker late. Coffee going to throw deep down the middle of the field. It's going to be incomplete, and Cumberland County will take over. The Jets will take over at the 38-yard line, the Cumberland County 38-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Jets with 8:19 to play in the 4th quarter. So Cumberland County to have it 1st and 10 from their 38. Leading 7-0 here over Livingston Academy. The Jets with a big stop there on 4th down. Only a 3-man rush. Not doing what a lot of teams have done against Livingston Academy. They're not blitzing. Potter will hand off to Hairston. Big hole up the middle. Hairston bounces it outside, and he's going to be short of the 1st down as Braden Story over there to wrap him up. But an 8-yard gain for Drayton Hairston. And he's knocking on the door of 100 yards here tonight. 97 yards for Hairston on the ground, and Braden Story with the big stop for Livingston to stop him short of the 1st down, but it's 2nd and 2 and maybe a touchdown-saving tackle by Braden Story. Extra fullback in the backfield. They'll hand off to Hairston. He's got his 1st down now. Cross midfield down to the 45. Ball came out, and Livingston's recovered. Braden Story stripped it. Drew Goolsby recovered it, and the Wildcats have the 1st turnover of the night. Braden Story knocked it free, and Cumberland County will turn it over for the 1st time, and the Wildcats will take over at their own 44-yard line. Story stripped it out for Livingston. Goolsby falling on it, and the Cats have got the turnover and got the football back with 7:38 to play in the 4th quarter. They're at their own 44-yard line. Forcing that turnover, Livingston gained number 15 onto the field. That's Jesse Gentry as a slot receiver on the right side for the Wildcats. Coffee will take the snap. 3-man rush again. Coffee wanting to run. Coffee trying to find a lane. He's still on his feet. Coffee breaking tackles to midfield. Coffee going to be tripped up just shy of the 1st down. He may have gotten a good spot, and he may have the 1st down. Coffee will pick up 11 and will pick up the 1st down for the Wildcats. Coffee just scrambling, not giving up on the play, kept the drive alive, or kept the play alive, and picked up 11 yards and a 1st down for the Wildcats. Hughes and Logan Johnson split out wide to the right. Coffee takes the snap. Pressure coming this time as they send 4. Coffee rolling to his left. There was a hot one over here to the near side, and the receiver unable to come up with it as Caden Weitzel, the intended receiver, But Coffee with the pressure put something on that one, and Watzel couldn't come up with the hot throw. Wouldn't have been much of a gain if he had, so it sets up a 2nd and 10 now for Livingston from the Cumberland County 45-yard line. 6:54 to play in the fourth quarter. Jets leading 7-0 here at Livingston Academy. Allred and Watzel going to the right side. Johnson will join them in the 3-receiver set. Coffee, low snap. Coffee gets to it. Little wide receiver screen to Watzel. Going to be caught, and he's going to be wrapped up after a yard gain. Little bubble screen on that far side. Watzel makes the catch, his second catch of the night. He'll gain a yard up to the 44-yard line. We'll set up a 2nd and 9 now for Livingston, as the Wildcats trying to set up that bubble screen with a couple of big blockers out there with Allred and Johnson. A couple of tight ends going out there to try to lead Watzel on that bubble screen, but Cumberland County read it well and got to him as the blockers may have gotten a little too far downfield that time. Halfway through this fourth quarter, Cumberland County leading 7-0. A big third down here for the Livingston offense. Coffee, 3-man rush. Coffee going to throw deep on the post pattern. It's going to be knocked away. Trying to get the ball downfield to Hughes. There to knock it away is Bryson Wilson for the Jets, and they'll force a 4th down now for Livingston Academy. Wilson had the chance to make the interception, but just knocked it down, and the incompletion sets up a 4th down for Livingston as they try to keep this drive going. As Hughes, little height advantage on Wilson, the ball a little underthrown. Wilson able to knock it away, and here we go on 4th and 9. Coffee from the pistol. Hammock behind him. 3 linemen, 3 linebackers, 6 defensive backs. Low snap. Coffee picks it up. Coffee now going to run. Coffee has room. Coffee will get the first down at the 35, still at the 30, all the way down to the 28-yard line. Coffee going to pick up 16 on the run for the Wildcats. And it'll be a 1st down for Livingston, their 5th first down of this second half. They'll move it down to the 28-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Cumberland County tried to get a sub on late, but Livingston had already broken the huddle, so he'll hustle back to the far sideline. 5.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Livingston trying to get a game-tying drive here. Coffee, slant pattern, going to be incomplete, or did he catch it? Let's wait and see. No, incomplete to Watzel on the crossing pattern. The back judge coming in to signal that it hit the ground. So the incompletion going to set up a 2nd and 10 now for the Livingston offense. Wildcats at the Cumberland County 28-yard line. Jets leading 7-0. Only score a 1-yard touchdown run by Bryson Wilson on a Wildcat quarterback sneak for the Jet running back / wide receiver / quarterback. Coffee empties the backfield with 5 wide receivers. Coffee will take the snap. Again, 3-man rush. Now a late blitz, and they'll get to him. That's number 59, Dominic Alfaro, in there on the sack for the Jets. Coffee trying to duck underneath him. Couldn't get away, and he's going to lose 9 on the play and set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 19 now for the Livingston offense. Clock continues to run with 4:50 to play here in the fourth quarter. Cumberland County has only 1 timeout here. Livingston has all 3 of their second half timeouts. Hammock in the pistol behind Coffee. 3rd down and 19. Coffee will take the snap. Coffee now going to run to the right. Coffee has positive yardage and stays on his feet on the far side. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Might have gained a yard on the play, taking it down to the 27-yard. Might have gained a yard beyond the original line of scrimmage. He picked up 10 actually on the run. Now he's going to be stopped about a yard shy. They say he stepped out of bounds, so an 8-yard gain for Brody Coffee over on the far side. Now it's 4th down. They will say right at the down marker, so 4th and 10 for the Wildcats now. 3:50 to play, clock running. Still a lot of time, but Livingston trying to keep this drive going here on 4th and 10. Coffee from the pistol. Coffee will take the snap. Coffee sets up in the pocket. Now has pressure. Coffee rolling to his left. Coffee going to set up, going to throw deep down the sideline. It's going to be intercepted. Did he stay in bounds? He did. That is picked off by Cumberland County. That is number 16, Marcus Petty, on the interception. The first turnover of the night by Livingston, coming with 3:25 to play here in the fourth quarter. And a big turnover there by the Jets. But he might have been better off just to knock it down on 4th down, because they actually lose yardage on that. Instead of getting it up where the play started, they'll have it at the 7-yard line. But they just want the ball, does Cumberland County. 3:25 to play in the fourth. Still all 3 timeouts for Livingston, trying to force a 3-and-out for the Jets offense. Handoff Hairston. Hairston hit quickly by Deacon Allred and wrapped up after a gain of a yard. Allred is coming in untouched to make that tackle for Livingston Academy, but it will get the clock going, as Cumberland County, again, not going to be in any rush right here with this one. They'll give him a couple on the play to set up a 2nd and 8. Now for the Jets offense. Hairston to the left of Potter. They're in no hurry to snap the football, just waiting on the play clock to run down. It's at 12 right now. With this 40-second clock, you can burn a lot of time. They'll snap it now, hand off to Hairston. He's going to have a short gain up to the 11, as he'll pick up a short gain. As Wildcats going to take the timeout here with 2:33 to play in the fourth quarter. While we've got a timeout, we'll take this moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, W&O Construction, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Livingston Dairy Queen, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Midstate Construction, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Wascon Incorporated, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, and Livingston Regional Hospital. Go out and support our sponsors. They make it possible for us to be able to bring you these games. Go buy their services and goods and let them know you appreciate being able to see these events here on Overton Events Live and on Twin Lakes Television Channel 951 Live. Wayne Farrell streaming with us here tonight, as we've got a good one here with 2:33 to play in the fourth. Cumberland County leading 7-0. It's a 3rd down and 5 for the, call it 3rd and 4 for the Jets offense. Will they throw it? They will not. Hairston will run it, and he's going to be short of the first down, as he'll be stopped up at the 14. He'll gain a couple on the play, and it's going to be a 4th and 3 now for the Jets offense. So Livingston's defense has done the job. Now they will force a punt here from Cumberland County, and before they allow Cumberland County to burn 20 more seconds, the Wildcats will take their second timeout. We'll take it with them. Timeout here at Livingston Academy. Cumberland County 7, Livingston Academy 0. Back to Tom Davis Memorial Stadium right after this. Back after the timeout, 4th down, and they have actually moved the down marker over on the far side. They had it spotted about 4th and 3. It's now 4th and 2. Cumberland County is going to bring the punt team on anyway, as Perez coming on to punt. As they will punt it away. Perez, good snap. Will punt this one away. Livingston almost got to it. It will take a big Cumberland County roll. It hit at the 39, rolls all the way to the Livingston 46-yard line, where the Wildcats will get possession. So 1:54 to play here in the fourth quarter. Will they say it was touched back at the 39? Going to be an illegal participation by Cumberland County. So they move it back to the 39-yard line. Maybe they'll say Cumberland County batted that with an illegal touch by the Jets. So Livingston 39 yards away from a game-tying touchdown, looking for their first win since 2020. Wildcats trying to break a 19-game losing streak, have a chance to tie it up with a touchdown and extra point, or tie it up and take the lead with a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Coffee with a 4 wide receiver set. Coffee will take the snap. 3-man rush. Coffee has time, throwing deep down the middle. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A lot of bodies going through that area. Couple of players had hands on it, and it falls to the ground safely. But, oh, that was close to being a pick right there by Cumberland County. And it's going to set up a 2nd and 10 now for the Wildcats, as they have it at the Cumberland County 39-yard line. Hughes and Weitzel to the right. Johnson and Parrott to the left. Coffee against the 3-man rush. Coffee going to throw deep down the far side into double coverage. The pass is going to be incomplete, trying to get it to Weitzel over on that far side. That's going to set up a 3rd and 10 now for Livingston Academy. They're showing 2 timeouts for Livingston, 3 for Cumberland County. I'm not sure that's right on the board. I think the Wildcats have only 1 remaining. I think Cumberland County's used one the second half as well, so we'll just have to kind of check and see the timeout situation. 3rd and 10, 2 downs to pick up this 10 yards for the Wildcats offense. 1:41 to play in the fourth quarter. Empty backfield for Brody Coffee. 3-man rush. Coffee under pressure. Coffee in trouble. He's going to be sacked. Got to him for the sack on the play. That's a little spin move right there by number 69. Clay Mullen got the initial pressure. Dominic Alfaro there to trip him up, and it's going to be a loss of 6 on the play for Brody Coffee, and it's a 4th and 16 now with the Wildcats offense at the Cumberland County 39-yard line. And Livingston's going to take a timeout to get on the same page here on this 4th down and 16. We'll tell you again coming up this week. We've got a big game coming up tomorrow for the Overton County Outlaws Junior Division football team. They'll play in their championship. They call it the Super Bowl of youth football coming up tomorrow, as it will be the Overton County Outlaws Junior Division taking on the Upperman Stingers tomorrow at noon. We'll be on the air just before kickoff to have that championship game, as we'll be up in Jamestown at York Institute. And on Tuesday night, it's region volleyball for you, as the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats play host to Soddy Daisy at 4:30 on Tuesday afternoon on October the 11th, as they try to move on to sectional play after winning the district championship last week at Cumberland County High School, beating Upperman in 5 games to win the district championship, getting their first win against Upperman this season. Here we go on 4th and 16. Brody Coffee, 3-down lineman again for the Jets. Coffee will take the snap. Coffee throws deep down the middle. It's going to be knocked away. Knocked down by Adam Packett, as he just made a great break on the ball, knocked it down, and Cumberland County will take over at their own 44-yard line. It'll come back to the line of scrimmage where the Jets will take over. They do have it fixed with the 1 timeout now, so they can just run this out now, can the Jets. Big play there by Packett to knock it away on the 4th down play in Cumberland County. Barring some kind of big error here, they're going to line up in the victory formation. Are going to get their first win of this 2022 season for the Jets after a couple of big stops on 4th down late in the game, as they had 12 men on the field. That should be a flag as they broke the huddle with 12 men. They line up in the victory formation from the shotgun. I don't think I've ever seen this. They'll snap it back to Potter, and he'll kneel down back at the 38-yard line. I've never seen the victory formation ran from the shotgun, but they do it there. And it's going to be a loss of 6. Livingston doesn't use the timeout right now, as it'll be a second down now for the Jets. Clock runs with 38 seconds to play. Second down and 16 for the Jets. Play clock at 10 seconds. They're in no hurry here. Potter takes the snap, kneels down. And Livingston is apparently out of timeouts. They had one on the board, but they are apparently out of timeouts because Cumberland County runs to the far side, and the Jets are going to get the win by a final score of 7-0 over Livingston Academy tonight, as Cumberland County, the only score of the game, a 1-yard touchdown run for the Jets on a quarterback sneak as they take it in to score with 7 seconds to play in the first half, and they win it by a final score of 7-0 with the loss. Livingston drops to 0-8. They go to 0-4 in region play with the win. Cumberland County goes to 1-7. They go to 1-3 in region play, and they keep a mathematical chance of a playoff spot alive. But it would be very tough for them to have a chance to get in, and that's going to wrap it up as Cumberland County gets the win tonight over Livingston Academy by a final score of 7-0. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. For Tyler Maxwell, this is Craig Cantrell saying good night from Livingston Academy.